roads in Randy.
Well, not anymore, because you're forcing them out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly right.
Guess which one? I was thinking, I was like,
Gentlemen,
better stay away from Lambo.
I'm gonna turn the mic on. We're about 10 seconds out, 10 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna call this meeting to order. Let's stand for the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody.
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Could I get an approval of the county board?
So moved.
Second.
Was that Wincher or Jelinski? Okay, I got a motion by Commissioner Jelinski, seconded by Commissioner Lemire. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? There are none. Could I get a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Got a motion by Commissioner Blaine.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Lemire. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor,
Aye.
signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Health and Human Services. Brad, welcome.
Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Brad.
I have two items. The first is a new owner license for Piers Ballroom in Piers.
Make a motion to approve, Mr. Chair.
Motion by Commissioner Lemire, seconded by Commissioner Wincher. Any further discussion? None, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Thank you. And then the next item is this happens every year at this meeting, and this is to approve all of the food, beverage, and lodging establishment licenses for 2022. There are 139 annual licenses, 15 seasonal licenses in this list. There are still some seasonals that have not paid for their license yet, but that's normal. They'll wait till February, March. We had one establishment that has not renewed. We have one new establishment. The one that did not renew, we anticipate that they will reopen probably sometime springish or so. And anticipate at least one more new one this year, as well as probably another one reopening, so.
Got a motion by Commissioner Blaine, seconded by Commissioner Wincher. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thanks,
Happy New Year.
Brad.
See you next year. Morning, Sean.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Morning.
Good morning, Sheriff.
So, after 3.5 months of what I can tell you has been an exhausting and extensive search for our jail administrator, we believe we finally found the right person. I could tell you it's an external candidate. He has, this person has 25 years of law enforcement experience. So when I was looking at the candidate's experience and current rate of pay, it doesn't fall in our mid-range pay scale that we got laid out for 2022. Therefore, I would need board approval to offer him a comparable wage that he's currently earning. So with that in mind, I'm asking the board for approval to offer this candidate a wage up to grade 31, step 7, which would be $40.72 an hour. And I want to point out that the current budget for 2022 already includes our current jail administrator's wage. And of course, he's maxed out, so it would be in the budget. And our current jail administrator is grade 31, step 9. So with that, I'll turn it over to the board. Just
Mr.
looking
Chair,
for
I'll make a
approval.
motion to approve I'll make a motion for further discussion.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Lemire, seconded by Commissioner Jelinski. Is there any further discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Jelinski.
Sheriff, I just have to ask, the grade is the same?
Correct.
What it would amount to is, strictly, we're talking steps here. The grade stays the same. So if that grade, and I'm very clear that you can offer at a step 4. However, if you need to go further than that, you need to come to the board. I got that part. And that's the purpose that you're here for. The grade stays the same, you just want to go to a higher step, and our current jail administrator is maxed out. No?
That's correct,
That's correct. So, and this is still under our current jail administrator's step wage
for next year, 2022,
for
correct.
2020. Thank you, that's all I have.
Anybody else have any questions? If not, we have a motion. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Congratulations, Sheriff.
Thank you, Sheriff, that was a long time, tough deal, I got it. and-
Was. I
and
just
good
want
for
to
you.
thank the board as well for giving me this opportunity to do this search. And once we have this person up and hired, we'll be bringing them forward. So thank you.
Sounds good.
Happy
Thank
New
you,
Year.
Sheriff.
Last
Happy New
question-
Year.
One last question, Sheriff. When would they be coming aboard?
It's a good question, Commissioner. This candidate has been made an offer contingent upon a successful background check. And then once the background check is done, then we'll have to go through our county stuff as far as drug testing and lift and carry so much and all that good stuff through St. Gabe's. But I'm thinking realistically, it's probably gonna be right around that 6-week time frame. We're gonna try and target a little bit earlier, but that gives me a little bit of time and
Gets you to put another hat on, Assistant Jail Administrator, right? Yeah, that's right.
definitely be up there more, I can tell you that, so. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Okay, motor vehicle, Chelsea. Dropping like flies.
See you, Dougie.
Morning, Chelsea.
Morning, Chelsea.
All right. On the agenda today, under motor vehicle, I have a request for approval for our part-time 3/4 30-hour position to go permanent full-time. This position was initially 30 hours per week, and in May of this year, it was increased to a full-time temporary through the end of the year. During budget process this year in 2020, it was discussed to have this position continue to be full-time in 2022, and this position is budgeted within next year's budget as full-time. In order to comply with our policies with the county, it has to go through budget process along with being approved at a county board meeting. And so that's why I'm here today.
I'll make a motion for more discussion.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Wincher, seconded by Commissioner Blaine. Any further discussion? Commissioner Wincher.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So again, when we had this temporary back 3 months, 6 months ago, we made a discussion. So what would happen if we would just leave it the way it is and keep this position at 30 hours?
That would be a decision upon the board, whether you want to leave it
I
as
understand that.
part-time.
Okay, but on your side, what would happen? Could you still continue going? Would somebody have to work harder, work less?
What has been a benefit with the difference with the 30 to 40 hours is my staff is not accruing any comp time or overtime. If you look back at history on the books with our motor vehicle department, it has been a continuous struggle with constant staff coming in early and staying late and always having overtime or comp time accumulating and not being able to take their time off that they accrue and are eligible to use. And so with this position being 40 hours a week versus 30, that has allowed our staff to not have to come in early, stay late, be able to manage work within the regular hours, and also be able to take their time off that they accrue.
And for the record, this would be for the DMV, correct?
Correct.
Okay, Commissioner Jelinski.
Mr. Chair, I just have one question. Chelsea, and I'm sure that I should know the answer to this question, but I don't. How long has this person been a 3/4 time with DMV? If this person in May of '21 was increased to full-time, had this person was hired in April, in March? I have no clue. How long has this person been? Is that fair to ask or not? Rough
Yes.
numbers.
Yep. So this position, this individual was hired, I believe, mid of 2020.
Okay. So mid-2020, and
Yep.
then May of '21, this position was okayed to go full-time for '21. Got it. Very clear.
Correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, I have a request for the Morrison County Wild Gobblers to hold a raffle on March 19th of next year at the Falls Ballroom.
So moved.
Got a motion by Commissioner Jelinski, seconded by
Second.
Commissioner Lemire. Is there any further discussion? If none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Next on the agenda, I am requesting to approve changes of the authorized signers for the Morrison County Business Now account at Pine Country Bank. This would be effective January 4th of 2022. Current signers are myself, my deputy treasurer Debbie Simonians, and Mike Wilson, our chairman. And so the change would be to remove Mike Wilson and to add Greg Blaine. So the changes would result in final signers on the account as myself, Deborah Simonians, and Greg Blaine.
So moved.
Got a motion by Commissioner Wincher, seconded by Commissioner Lemire. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
And last but not least, I have a request to pay all of the bills for the rest of the year.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to pay all of the bills for the rest of the year.
Got a motion by Commissioner Jelinski, seconded by Commissioner Lemire. Is there any further discussion? Okay, this is a roll call. Commissioner Lemire.
Aye.
Commissioner Wincher.
Aye.
Commissioner Jelinski.
Aye.
Commissioner Blaine.
Aye.
And Commissioner Wilson, aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
That
Thank
is
you,
all I
Chelsea.
have
Happy
today.
New Year.
Thank you, you too.
Happy New Year, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Public Works as he walks in. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing well.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Commissioners. I didn't want to interrupt Chelsea. All right. So this morning we have one item. We're looking for approval for the 2022 calendar year for the solid waste haulers, recycling haulers, and solid waste facility operations.
So move, Mr.
Got a
Chair.
motion by Commissioner Lemire, seconded by Commissioner Blaine. Is there any further discussion? We-
Mr. Chair?
Go ahead.
In the information that we have here, some of the folks are highlighted in yellow.
That is
Is that
correct.
just because?
No, so some of the different haulers there, you'll notice, are lacking some of their requirements.
Okay?
So if you see the stars there, you have one single star is all applicants for the 2022 businesses that are vested in Morrison County are verified for payment for the full 2021 real estate taxes. So the singles, or the double stars there, we're still awaiting their updated documents. And then if there's 3 stars, we're waiting a physical application, but contact has been made. So that's kind of standard practice. We did the same thing last year in the 2021 licensures.
So in the meantime, does that mean that these folks can or can't bring garbage here?
They can currently, but we'll be on them to make sure they have all their
Okay.
information updated
Okay,
and pay
very
their
good.
fees.
Thank you. That answered exactly what I was looking for.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Tony, will you
Thank you,
be
Tony.
here?
Happy New Year.
Tony, will you be here a little bit or not?
I can be.
Okay, this should only take a couple of minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
Administrators report. Oh, Steve.
And under administration, that's right.
It's under administration. Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board.
Morning.
Before I have before you is what we have to do annually to comply with the new GASB Statement 54 when it comes to fund balances, and that's just approving assigned, restricted, and committed fund balances that we currently have. What's attached here, the next page up on the screen here is what the current balances are as of 12/20. These will all be adjusted at the end of this year, and I will bring in an adjusted report with the first quarter, or with the year-end report, to let you know what these balances have changed to at this point in time. there's going to be changes. I just don't know what the exact dollar amounts of these changes will be. But we just need to make a motion that we're going to continue to put these balances aside and for 2022.
Motion to approve, Mr. Chair.
Got a motion by Commissioner Blaine, seconded by Commissioner Lemire. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Steve.
you, Steve. Happy New Year.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. 3 items to discuss today. The first is I received notification from Sourcewell. They're asking for our endorsement of one of their 2 candidates to serve a 4-year term, either Steve Burrows or Bill Stearns. I will ask for your input. I can read their biographies if you'd like me to.
Mr. Chair, can you give us input? You have served on the Sourcewell board for a number of years and know these individuals too.
Well, I know these individuals. I guess my recommendation would, I'd like us to support Steve Burrows.
I second that, if you need a motion in a second.
Is there any further discussion on that?
Further discussion, Mr. Chair, will be, I know both of these individuals, and I will absolutely support Steve Burrows from Crow Wing County.
Okay. So let me see, Mike, you made the motion, or did I make the
I
motion?
thought you made the motion.
Okay, I made the motion, you seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. I understand that was a motion to support Steve Burrows for Sourcewell.
Yes.
And Morrison County's vote. Thank you. Second item is I request the board's approval to appoint Dave Fisher, the mayor of Piers, to serve on RDFA. The Rural Development Finance Authority had an unforecasted member loss off of the board there, and they're asking that we endorse or appoint Dave Fisher to serve in the capacity.
So moved.
Got a
Second.
motion by Commissioner Wincher, seconded by Commissioner Lemire. All in favor, any other discussion? Not all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, my last official business of the year 2021, if I may, I'd like to present to you a certificate of appreciation on behalf of the county.
This certificate is awarded to Mike Wilson in recognition and appreciation of your service to Morrison County and serving as chairman to the Morrison County Board of Commissioners for the year 2021.
Sabbath, we'll take a photograph before or after, it doesn't
We
make
need
any
a
difference.
speech.
You don't want to hear my speech.
We can wait
Well,
till the
thank you.
conclusion.
It was very rewarding, and it was very good. I appreciated it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
There are no committee schedules. Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Jelinski, seconded by Commissioner Blaine. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Chair, before, and I should have said this, but, and I kind of